Don't pad your numbers. Instead, mitigate risk. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. Early in my career, when I was a young construction project manager, one of the construction project managers told me that I should always pad my numbers. And what he meant by that is that if I estimated, say, I don't know, $100 for something, I should pad my dollars to make it 110 or 120. I should add a little bit of cushion just in case something comes up. And I did that for many, many years until I actually went through with the Project Management Professional Certification, also known as PMP. And I was taught by them that that is actually not the right way to do it. What you should do is, instead of just padding your numbers just because, and you're not really sure what the because is, what you should do instead is take a few moments to think about what risks are ahead of you. Try to figure out, anticipate what could go wrong, and then you can adjust your numbers based on what you think could go wrong. So instead of just saying, oh, I don't know, I'm just going to pad for 10% or 20%, or why not 100%, and make something up, and you have no idea why, you could think, well, for this $100 item, what happens if it arrives one day late? What does that mean for me? What's the cost of that? And maybe the answer is $5. Now you're up to $105, but you have a justification. Maybe there's another risk. What happens if I have to drive across town to pick up the part? I'm just making stuff up here. And driving across town costs $7. Okay, so now I need to add another $7 on top of the $105, up to $112. But the thing is, you have the rationale for why that $100 is turning into $112, or whatever number it turns out to be. You've identified risk and you've mitigated it by adding more to your budget. Of course, sometimes there are unknown risks that are out there, and you should have some buffer at a project level or a campaign level at the bottom line, just in case. But by then, you've already addressed a lot of the risks that are pretty obvious to figure out once you take 5 seconds to think about it. So when it comes to padding your numbers, whether it's an estimate to a client or an expense that you're going to take on or something like that, think through all of your different risks. And instead of just straight up padding it by some arbitrary number that means nothing, think about your risks, mitigate those risks one at a time, and that will provide very solid justification for why the numbers are what they are. Do this, and your numbers will be a lot cleaner. Your estimates will be a lot cleaner. And believe me, you will be on target much more often. How much more successful would you be if you could harness the experience of a group of successful business owners? If you could learn from their successes and avoid mistakes they've made in the past. Array Mentors provides the framework and the guidance to help you find your way, get you on the right path, and accelerate your journey to more money and more success. Check out the details at arraymentors.com.